How you doing, friends? I am Joe Craig, and you see this good old glow that I got going around me. No, it ain't about me, but today it's going to be about me. You see that clock on the wall back there, and time is ticking like a mug ticking. And some of us got more time behind us, and some of us got more time in front of us. And hopefully those folks with some wisdom and knowledge who got more time behind them, if they're in their right frame of mind and you vibe with them, can listen. Or these people that got more time coming, they need to listen. So today I'm going to talk about me, right? For the last 5 days, I've gotten the best sleep. No, not 8 hours of sleep, but about 4 that I can process, let this brain stop. Because when I don't sleep, and many of you are probably like this, I ruminate all night. What if? Why can't? Who's this? Who's on first? Did I make a right decision? Why didn't I make a decision? Mr. Depression and anxiety try to knock on the door, but I'm busting them out. I remember this old little song, gospel song, and it went on something like this. Sometimes I made it through it all. Those trials and tribulations I'm adding on, because the Holy Spirit got me through it, and that's how I made it. I made up that song too. But here's the point. One thing I had to do is am learning to love me and stand on my 10 toes down. And take a moment to take inventory of the public, my public, that I talk to every day. And I had to ask myself, what investments are they pouring into me? I use the banking analogy. If I'm making a deposit in a bank to another person's spirit who's taking my time, and I'm not getting back in return, at what point? And you see that clock right there? It's taken me a long time because people come at you different ways. And if you take the time to be quiet, like I'm learning how to do, you will see, man, it ain't an equal exchange. And I know some people might be saying this. Hey, Joe, you do stuff to get return. No, I don't. But if you're paying attention to me, you know how to pour into my bank. Because I'm surely, if I'm with you, friend, foe, not foe, but sometimes people be your friends and they really foes behind your back. But I'm going to give it my best shot. But once I see what I see, I know what I know. And that brought me to a question, am I being too nice? And first I used to think I was. But now I realize this, folks. I'm going to deal with people who deal with me, who pour into me. Sometimes they lead it. Other times I lead it. But I'm always getting edified. It ain't bull crap. It ain't just wasting my time like these minutes and hours, and they add up. I'm learning and getting an equitable exchange. The other thing I had to realize too, you're never gonna get anywhere. We already here. Let me explain. I used to be the type of person that was never satisfied with anything I done. Redo, not do, get depressed, have anxiety because I haven't did or done. So what I'm doing now, certainly in the last 5 days, the Spirit is giving me a new opportunity to reboot. Now, it's going to be hard for a lot of people that know me. And I'm going to ask you to do the same thing, man. Reboot. Who's pouring into your bank? Who's depositing in your account? I'm talking about now. That's what I'm saying. Now that may seem hard, but it's reality because that clock is tick, 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 ticking. It's ticking. And I ain't got time for all of that. I think the other thing is I love myself. I'm learning to love myself even more. Because I have spent a lot of times in my life on other people's time. And it really got me nowhere. I lost my time. And again, I can't make it up. I'm learning that's not going to happen. So what? It's taken me self-discipline, self-understanding, and certainly self-motivation. And I like being me. I like being alone. I like trying to work and create and be me. And you will be seeing more of my recordings, but that's my philosophy. And I found a perfect spot for me to do my recordings as I'm in that spot now. Here's the other thing. I had to am learning to release the grudges. I don't have any now. I swear I don't. I mean that. If I ain't like somebody, it was what they did to me. And either I left them alone and never spoke to them again, or I manned up and used courageous conversation. That's right. You're hearing me say it. Courageous conversation without the profanity. That's prepared conversation that you can go from the introduction to the end of the closing remarks with a smile on your face and no cuss words. And you speaking the facts, not fiction. The other thing I'm learning is to learn to forgive and let it go. You know, some people say, I forgive you, but I ain't gonna forget. Well, in my opinion, if you're gonna forgive me and you're not going to let it go, in my opinion, you really haven't forgiven that person. Now, if I say I forgive you, I'm gonna keep it real. That SHI went down the toilet. Now, I'm not saying forgive every time, forgive it. I'm just saying forgive. And if somebody's doing something that you don't like doing, that they don't like you doing, or meet them in the middle. Don't ask them to stop being them. Don't ask them to change just for you or them or those, and you don't see no change coming back your way, my way. And that's a damn good feeling, a real good feeling. So, in a computer analogy, delete some of that data. Try to have a fresh start. Be around people that I'm learning, that can actively inspire me and not just talk to me, feeding me conversation. I had a friend, you know, we cool like that, but I had to, you know, let him go because, not let him go, that's tough, but I just couldn't talk anymore because it wasn't feeding me. And I explained this, and I'm not that so needy that I need to be on the phone talking to somebody all the damn time. I don't need all that because I find stuff to do. Goes back to that clock on the wall. So what am I saying today, folks? I had to do an inventory of my soul and myself and my space. And I had to let a lot of stuff go. And also I'm staying out of people's business. And if you can't deposit in my account like I'm trying to deposit in your account, if you're not actively listening with me and for me, and you get in your feelings and you get stuck and then you try to put it on me. Somebody once told me this, and I love this part. I'd rather be the star in my own show, write my own script, than versus being in somebody else's show. I mean, that song, you don't have to be a star, baby. You can be in my show. And so many times for me, folks, I felt like I've been an actor in other people's shows where manipulate their values, their ideas, their understandings, and yours get under the rug. And when you bring it up, it's always what they are and what they think. It goes back to a person not understanding who they are and want you to be like them versus meeting them independently in the middle. I'm going to leave you with this. Friends. I like somebody like me, Houdini too. Friends. How many of them have? Not that many. I like that song. But this little stanza goes like this. Friends will make you laugh a little louder because they bring out that bombastic self inside your soul. Friends will make you smile a little brighter because you can talk to them about anything, and while you talking, they not going to jump in while you talking so they can get their point in. And friends will make your life and you live just a little bit better. Now that's my example and my testimony of where I'm at now. I know I packed in a lot, listened to it a few times, ask someone to subscribe to the channel, The Joe Craig Show, reeling and telling our point of view on YouTube. And I would love to get some emails from people, start getting them because I haven't, at the Joe Craig Show at gmail.com. Today I wanted to tell you about me. The last 5 days have been great. I feel like I'm in control. And I want you to be in control too. I know one thing, I'm going to say this and close it out. Part of my depression was not completing the task at hand that I set out to do. Maybe I had too many. It was also living on somebody else's dime, like I said, being in somebody else's movie, and not realizing that the time on the wall is clicking and ticking and banging away. So take my advice, do you, love you, learn you, respect you, make your deposits in the people who deposit into you, and those who don't, they're associates. Peace. Be blessed.